Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Zaidatun Nurnabilla binti Zaini. I'm from EDU550-3B, and today I would like to share with you guys about motivation, challenges for fine art students during online class. So, for the introduction, we have fine art and online class. What is fine art? Fine art is the making and study of visual art. It educates and prepares students to become artists and to follow other practices that are aligned with the making of art. The curriculum is centered on the individual student's potential and imagination. This course stresses on critical and creative thinking along with strong studio-based studies, while online class is an online teaching and learning environment where teachers and students can present course materials, engage and interact with other members of the visual class and work in groups together. The key distinction of a virtual classroom is that it takes place in a live, synchronous setting. Online coursework can involve the viewing of pre-recorded, asynchronous material, but virtual classroom settings involve live interaction between instructors and participants. So, let's move to the challenges for fine art students during online class. So, for the first challenges is limited access to studio space. Fine art students often require access to studios for drawing, painting, sculpting, and other hands-on work. Online classes may limit their ability to use these spaces, making it difficult to create an experiment. As you guys know, when the pandemic COVID-19 era started, all the university students need to go back to our hometown and stay in our home until the COVID-19 was controlled. So, we as fine art students or any course that's supposed to do our work in a studio space, suddenly we have to do in our home that have our families, pets, home goods and others. So, it was difficult because we have limited space. In my case, I have my small bedroom and the front yard outside, which is to parking family's car only to do my work. Second, lack of physical critics. Fine arts often involve collaborative and interactive learning where students and instructors provide immediate feedback. Online classes can limit face-to-face interactions, making it harder to receive hands-on guidance and engage in critiques. We as fine art students have a critique session every time we finish our artwork. So, in the moment of critique session, we have to gather all the artwork and lecturers started to go through one by one and give critique or feedback to our artwork. They will comment and give some advices to improve our artwork. So, when the pandemic COVID-19 and online distance learning started, we cannot get the same benefits from our lecturer like usual or face-to-face critique session. We only can show them through phone or laptop and they will respond it using one-way interaction and cannot feel it with their sense of touch. The third one, difficulty learning traditional techniques. Some fine arts disciplines require students to learn traditional techniques like printmaking, pottery, or sculpture. These skills can be more challenging to acquire through online instruction. As fine art students, we usually have a demonstration session before we begin our project or artwork. Lecturers or instructors show demonstration face-to-face or physically in front of all of us in class or studio to make sure we understand it with detail and can easily apply in our artwork. Since the MCO or Movement Control Order in Malaysia for pandemic COVID-19 began, we have to study the traditional techniques by ourselves through online or our lecturers just show us their video recording on how to do the techniques. The fourth one, technical challenges. Using online tools and platforms to create digital art, multimedia projects or to showcase their work can be technically challenging. Students may need to learn new software, hardware, or digital techniques. Fine art students not only studying about traditional way like drawing, painting, sculpture, but we also studying about digital painting, software, multimedia, and other digital techniques. In my situation, we have subject animation that need to use Adobe Animate software. It was so difficult for me and my coursemate because we all didn't have the software and we need to buy, and it have trial pack session only, which means it will end when the expired date coming. If in campus, the computer in the lab computer already have the software and just ready to use. And the last one, limited access to art supplies. Online students may face challenges in accessing the necessary art supplies, especially if they don't have a well-equipped home studio. Shipping times and costs for materials can be significant issues. As fine art students, we need so much art supplies and tools for doing our project or artwork. So it was so difficult for us since we have to find and buy our own tools and art supplies at the art shop or online store. In my case, if we were in the campus, we have art shop just outside the campus gate, and we usually buy the art supplies at the shop before the pandemic came, or our lecturers prepare the tools for us. So, how to overcome these challenges? Yes, you need motivation. Motivation is an internal process. Whether we define it as a drive or a need, motivation is a condition inside us that desires a change either in the self or the environment. Motivation, relationships, and socio-cultural contexts. Social motives. As a student, you should involve yourself around with lecturers and friends so they can help you whenever you need. The next one, socio-cultural context. Lecturers should concern about their students and give them help if they need it. As example, help them to buy art supplies. And the last one is social relationship. Parents are the important role in motivation when their children have to learn from home or online classes. As example, parents can help their children by giving them moral support. So, as conclusion, students must always be prepared in their studies, whether it is in online class or physical class, because we don't know what can happen in future. Lecturers and parents play a very important role in helping students in online class or learning. So, that's all from me. Thank you.